Hey, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to speak with you about you must take responsibility for your circumstances. And what I mean by that is you really have to look at, well, let me speak for myself. When I look at things that I've been through, um, I have to look at myself and like, what part did I play in this? Was it my decision making? Was it different things that could have contributed I allow to happen? Was it by my choice? Was it by me not praying and seeking God's guidance on a situation, which led me to making a not good decision or making the wrong choice? Now, listen, I'm not saying that things don't happen. Things happen to everybody. But when I really sat down and thought about it, when God placed it in my spirit, He said, Maurice, look at what part did you play in this? We as Christians, sometimes we can give the enemy, we can give Satan too much credit by telling or saying that Satan did this. Satan tried to destroy me. Satan's tried to steal this. And when you look at it, it could be because a decision that I made. And when he placed that in my spirit and I really thought about it over a certain period of time, a lot of the things that I went through and I dealt with was my responsibility. It was because of choices I made. It was because things I did I shouldn't have done, or things I didn't do and should have done. If you continue to not take responsibility where it falls on you, how are you going to get better? How are things going to move forward? Are you really learning from the things that you have been through? You got to take responsibility for your circumstances. Again, I'm not saying things don't happen. Things do happen. Life happens to everybody. But when we own up to the things that we did to contribute to our circumstance, I believe then we'll start to move forward because we're learning from those things. We're learning from, okay, when this happened before, what happened? What choice did I make? Or what did I do? Or what did I didn't do? So there's a learning process that goes along with that. So when you learn from it and when this happens again, then you'll know not to make the same choice. And when you learn from it and you run into somebody that is going through what you went through, now you can talk to that person. You can say, hey, look, I see what you're going through. I went through something similar. Do I understand exactly how you're feeling about it? No, because we're two different people. So I don't know your feelings. I don't know your emotions. I don't know your tolerance level. But this is how I overcame it. I made the wrong choice. And it seems as though you're about to make that same choice. It didn't work out for me. So when we acknowledge the part that we play in our circumstances, it's going to help us. But if we continue not to acknowledge, if we continue to point the blame at Satan or point the blame at this person or that person or this situation or that situation, or justifying it by something that happened to you in your past, and you're still in the victim mode, you're still playing victim, which that was something I did as well. You're still playing victim mode and not learning from it, then you're going to find yourself in the same place you were or some steps behind because you didn't acknowledge the part that you played in. Think of where you would be. Well, let me back up. Think of some of the things that you've gone through. Maybe something recently that you're going through. And really think about it. What part did you play in it? Did you make a wrong choice? Did you pray about it? Did you seek God's guidance about this situation? Did you pray about it and relinquish it to God and not go back and worry about it? And if you didn't, why didn't you? Because you were afraid God was going to give you an answer that you didn't want? All of those were things that I dealt with, things that I went through. And when I start to acknowledge, hey, I messed up. That was my fault. I am where I am because of where I am. One example could be one example for me could be, what could it be? Your credit. Knowing you're supposed to pay a bill and you waited around and not paid it, now your credit is late. That's something that you can't control. That's something that, and some years ago, I didn't have mine on auto pay, and I thought I was going to remember to make the payments, and I didn't. I didn't remember to make the payments. So, and I had the money, I just didn't remember to make the payments, and it cost me and messed up my score some. So that is something that you can do. That is something that you can think about to see if you contribute to, what part did you contribute to your circumstance and where you are now. Again, I'm not saying that things don't happen to people. Life happens to everybody. Yep, it's Satan's job. He's here. He's about the earth, seeking to see who he can devour. His job is to steal, kill, and destroy. Yes, he's going to play a role. He's going to play a part in doing that. It wouldn't be him if he didn't. And if you're not getting any of that, you might need to look at yourself and be like, am I already on his team? Because he's not even bothering me. But for the most part, let's start to look at ourselves. And if you can't be honest with yourself, pray about it. Ask God to search you. Ask God to reveal that to you. Ask God when you're praying, Lord, whatever's within me that's not of you, that's not of your word, please reveal that to me. Lord, could you please show me or tell me where I am now, if and how I contributed to my circumstances and where I am now. And if I did, what do you want me to learn from this situation? How can I get better from this situation that I'm in now? So when I run across someone, or you put someone in my path that I'm supposed to talk to, that I'm supposed to minister to, that I'm supposed to share my story, share my testimony with, then I can be able to do that and help that person not make the same mistake that I made. So we got to start taking responsibility for the part that we play in our circumstances. And I believe until then, until we start taking responsibility for our circumstances, that's when we'll start to get better. That's when we'll start to move forward, because you are acknowledging that. And again, if you don't know how to, pray and ask God to help you out with that, to show you that, to reveal that to you. All right. Hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know. I got to get in here and work out. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Share it if you think it can help someone else. All right. Remember, I love you, but God loves you best. Prayerfully, God spares my life. I'll check you out on another video. All right. Take care. Bye.